Hello, children. I hope you all are fine. Now, I want you to take out your social study readers. Social study reader. Now, we are going to start with lesson number 5, concept of time. Now, we are going to learn about time. Now, when you come to school, you come on time, you look at your watch and come on time. When you go home, it's all you see your watch, hand watch, and according to that, you come, you go. Everything is done accordingly, looking at the watch. Yeah? Now, here we are going to learn how in olden days, that is the prehistoric people. Now, what does prehistoric means? It means in olden times. Now, people did not have any device, or they did not have any clock, or they did not have any wristwatch. So how they used to do their work, or how they used to manage. Huh? So what they used to do, they used to begin their work. They used to begin their work, but how? They used to look at the sunrise. They would get up with the sunrise in the morning, and then they would start their day. Whole day they would work, whole day they would work. And before the sunset, they would finish their work. So, looking at the sun, the day used to begin, their work used to begin, and with the sunset, they used to finish their work. Now, you all look at the watch. You get up in the morning and come to school. We look at the watch and we go back home. You look at the watch and you go for your tuition classes. So, this is how you do. But here we are learning in prehistoric people did not have any device means any instrument, any watch. So they how they used to work, they used to get up early morning, look at the sun and begin their work, and with the sunset they would finish their work and come back home, and then they used to sleep. So when the sun set, what happens? Sunset, it turns dark. It turns dark. With the sunset, the day turns dark, and what comes out? The stars comes out. So they used to say, now it is time to sunset. It's time for us to sleep also. It's time for us to have our dinner and go back to sleep. Now gradually, as time passed by, what happened? The sundial was used. Here, then came the sundial. Now, as people progressed, as people changed, as people studied, they started using the sundial. Now, what is a sundial? Sundial is a round instrument, and in that everything is fixed accordingly. It is a device that tells the time of the day by the position of the sun. It is kind of a round instrument. It will tell you the time. Huh? And that also, how it will tell you the time? Looking at the sun. Looking at the sun, it will tell you what time it is. But when it is cloudy weather, then you will not know the time. So when it is cloudy weather, we will not know the time. It is only looking at the position of the sun. The sundial will let us know what the time is. As time passed by, now people became more advanced. People became more advanced. Then now what they started? After this came the pendulum clock. Pendulum clock is a big clock. Here the clock is, and it keeps dangling like this, keep dangling. That is called as the pendulum clock, which was designed in the year of 1656. Then came the quartz watch. Now quartz clock is a branded clock. It's a branded clock. It's a name, branded name. Now that was made in the year of 1927. Now as time passed by, as people became more learned, they became more aware of the time, how long they would look at the sun and get up and do the work, and with the sunset finish the work. Then came the automatic clock, automatic clock, which was developed later on by the learned people, and that clock showed the accurate time. What showed the time? At automatic clock. Automatic clock have given us the exact time, right? And it was very accurate, and keeping the device in particular uses of today. Now till today we are using the automatic clock. it is giving us the most accurate time. Accurate time means what? Accurate means exact time, correct time. Everything has to be done on time. Nothing can be done after time. Everything has to be done on time. When you come to answer examination, it has to be on time. You have to finish your paper on time. Nothing can be, oh, I have not done, so 15 minutes late I'm come. No. So everything has to be done on time. So this device used to show exact time, and that was what? Automatic clocks. Automatic clock was introduced, and with that we started moving all according to the time. Now, how do you measure your time? How is time measured? Time is measured in seconds, in minutes, and in hours. Underline this line, children. Underline this line. How do we measure time? It is in second, in minutes, and in hours. Now, this timing you have learned in class 2 also. eh? Now we were learning in class 3 also. All of you know to read your time in the watch. Yes, this much we have learned. Half we were learning in the class. Yes, and half you have learned in class 2. Almost you have learned. And now see the long hand. What is the long hand called? The long hand on the watch is called the minute hand. The long hand or the minute hand. It takes 60 minutes to complete one rotation. One rotation means one full complete circle, one full round. Yes. So this is the way we are going to learn how we measure time. We measure time in second, in minutes, and in hours. The long hand on the watch is called the minute hand, and it takes 60 minutes to complete one rotation. You can say one circle. Now there is one more hand, that is the short hand, or you can call it the hour hand. Now that takes 12 hours to make a complete rotation. Complete rotation means again one full circle. The second hand takes 60 seconds to make a complete rotation. Now what does it take? It takes 60 seconds to make a complete rotation. Now there are clocks for which now you have learnt about time. Now you have to learn all this. Now underline all this. Time is measured in second, minutes, and hours. The long hand or the minute hand takes 60 minutes to complete a rotation. The short hand or the hour hand takes 12 hours. So what I have to underline all this and learn. This will be helpful when you learn your maths also. Time clock we'll be learning. It will be very helpful. I think so. We have done this also in the class. So learn this. Okay. Now it says there are clocks. See, there are clock for us to see, and we know the time. Now there are clocks for visually challenged. Who are visually challenged? Huh? Visually challenged people are those who cannot see. Now for them, their clock has been introduced, which they can read it with the sense of the touch. This is the touch. Yes. Now see, we touch it. It's very simple for us. Now the blind people have got a dotted line like this. Na? It's a dot pokey thing. Now what is that called? That is called the Brill method. It is called the Brill method. What is it called? It is called the Brill method. And according to that, they touch it and they learn it. That is called the Brill method. Now these blind people, they have displayed can be read by using the sense of touch. They touch it. Not only it is for them, the surface is not plain. This is not plain. It is a dotted this thing, and they learn it. Now see. So now here you have to learn this. Put a tick on this. Put a tick on this. 60 seconds, 1 minute. 60 minutes, 1 hour. 24 hours, 1 day. 7 days, 1 week. 4 weeks, 1 month. 12 months, 1 year. Put a tick on this and write down learn. Put a tick on this and write down learn. Put a tick on this and learn. Now you see this is a clock. The clock has 12 hours. The clock face has only 12 hours. So the hand goes round twice to make a 1 day. It will go twice to make 1 day. The tick of a clock in a second. Now I have to learn this. 60 ticks make a minute, and 60 minutes will make an hour. and 24 hours will make a day. Put a tick on this and write down learn. Write down learn here, and you have underlined some lines over here. That also you have to learn. Here, see this. All in the picture it is given. The long hand, the second hand, and the short hand. All this look and learn, underline. I have underlined, learn it. This also you will underline. Now this is telling the time. Here we have learned to measure the time. Here we have learned how we measure the time. Here we will learn how we tell the time. The day begins with the rising of the sun. That is called morning. And the day starts and we go to school. That is the morning time we go to school. Now we see around the 12 p.m. when it is 12, the sun is high up in the sky. It is bright. It is bright that time. And so when you stand out in the sun at 12 o'clock, what happens? It is called a noon time. It is called noon time. The 12 o'clock p.m. and the sun is high, it is called noon. It is called noon. Or you can call it midday also. Now gradually as the sun is going to set, the light of the sun becomes dim. We call it evening. We call it evening. As the sun sets, it is called evening. The sun slowly goes out of sight. Out of sight means we are not able to see. We are not able to see because the sun sets. So it is already setting, and it is set, so we cannot see it. So, and when it is dark, we call it night. The sun is set, and when you cannot see the sun, it is called night. Now during the night, the moon, the stars are seen in the sky. When it is night, when it is dark, what do you see? We see the sun, we see the stars, we see the moons. It is time for dinner and for us to go to bed. Now it is night time and we go to sleep. Now with this, I want you to read the lesson well. Read your lesson well and prepare for your back exercise, that is fill in the blanks, choose the correct answers. Till then I'll do more exercise with you and you'll get your worksheet. Do it on it. Okay, till then children, take care, remain safe, do your work for now. Okay, enough for now. Take care. Bye.